What's up, Nail Geeks? I'm back again with another new collection for you all. Quixotic Polish brings us a 5-piece set in her Flaky Bombs collection. Every time Mary contacts me for blogging, I'm always screaming at her yes, and she's screaming back at me yes, and we are just yesing together. It's hilarious. I'm always very, very excited to work on Mary's creations, and this set is no exception. So let's dive right into the swatches. First off, I want to show you guys her brand spanking new base coat. This is the Sweet Purple base coat. This is intended to extend your wear of your manicures, and it's slightly tinted purple so that it can be used as a mild color corrector if you have stained nails or yellowing on your nails. Unfortunately for this review, I don't really classify myself as having stained nails. However, I can definitely see if you wear this at 2 coats for your base, I can definitely see that it would do some correcting going on there. So I'm just showing you guys real quick. I do like the formula on this one. It's just a touch thicker than a lot of the standard bases that I've worked with. So I think wearing it at 2 coats would give you some really awesome protection. So first up for the Flaky Bombs collection is Ambrosia. This is a dark teal base ignited with red to gold to green shifting shimmers and accented with hollow micro flakes. This polish, when released, will be 11 as well as the rest in the collection. So they'll all be 11 individually. So this has a beautiful formula to it. As you can see on that first swipe there, I was a little shook at how wonderfully it applied. It's got a beautiful creamy feel on those brush strokes, very much intense and rich on the nail. It's very lovely. So I would describe the formula, or rather classify it, as being a jelly. However, it's just so ultra smooth on your application. It's wonderful. So for full opacity, I'm going to suggest 2 coats on it and you'll be good to go. Full coverage. On buildup, you'll see that that teal definitely darkens out and it gets nice and vampy, but the shimmer here is very obvious in person, even when you are not in bright lights like on the video here. It's just lovely and it gives you this nice reddish coppery effect. At extreme angles, you'll see it shift over to that green appearance. Now this one does dry down quite a bit on the flat side, so I am using Mary's Quick Dry Glossy Top Coat from her shop. That is Fancy a Quickie. And next we've got Red Ivy. This is a lush brick maroon filled to the brim with a dazzling array of red to gold to green iridescent flakes. So we have a jelly finish in this one, but not surprising, we have a wonderful formula too. So this is one of the others in the set that is absolutely packed full of flakes, obviously from the theme of the collection. For opacity on this one, I'm going to suggest between 2 and 3 coats. Now, that's with the caveat that if you are rocking stilettos or longer than what my free edge is on the video here, you might need to go in for a 3rd thin coat. However, if your nail length is about my length or shorter, you can definitely get away with 2 coats. So easy peasy on the flakes. I had nothing poking up at me. Everything was applying nice and flat. This one also dries down pretty much on the satin side, as you can see in between my coats here. And so I topped off with the Fancy a Quickie top coat from Quixotic, and it's just super glossy action. This one, I feel like, depending on if you wear it to 2 to 3 coats, it's true to a jelly style in that it will consistently start to darken and vamp out across your nails. Now the flakes in this one are of the warmer type of multi-chrome variety, so it gives you that nice warmth against that really cool toned base. So lots of glow from them and just lots of that really opalescent type of effect. And next we've got Nightshade. This is a blackened teal base packed with red to gold to green and green to blue shifting iridescent flakes. So this one is very similar to Red Ivy, the previous one that I just showed you guys in terms of formula and application. It's very smooth, definitely what I would consider a jelly on the overall formula for it. It applies very, very rich and smooth on the nail. Once again, I'm going to suggest 2 coats for this one with the same caveat that I mentioned on Red Ivy. So lots and lots of flakes on this one too. Now this one has more of that warm but still kind of bluish, greenish, and goldish type of effect to the shifts and the color rolls of the flakes. No issues with these either. This one is so crazy pretty on application. Now I feel like this one and the other green in the set kind of swatched on my photographs just a little bit on the light side. So please note, in terms of color accuracy, I would refer to the actual swatching part of the video for what you're going to see in person in bright lights like how I record. So here you can see on that second coat, really nice opacity, topped off with Fancy a Quickie, and I'm glossy and good to go. And next we've got Haunting. This is a raisin purple base full of delicate red to green shifting iridescent flakes. So this is what I would consider one of the more vampier ones in the set. Of course, in my opinion, I think these are all a fun spin on the typical spring colors as they are atypical shades. So this is definitely, when you build it up, it's going to get real dark and vampy. I do agree that it's a raisin purple. I really always have to admire Mary's official description on her polishes. She's just nailing it on those descriptions. I love it. I definitely wouldn't have considered raisin purple, but that is so accurate to what this one is. So here on that first coat, you can see it's got that nice vampy purple appearance, but on the second coat, you'll see it's so stinking pretty. I really liked this one. The flakes contrast very well, and at angles you'll easily see them shift over to green. So lots and lots of just glowy type of opaly effect here. Really lovely. So on this second coat, you can see it's plumping out really nice. I really can't see anyone needing to go to a third coat on this one particularly, but once again, we all apply differently. So for the most part, I think 2 coats for this entire set and you'll be good. And last but not least, we've got Aquamarine. This is an oceanic turquoise with aqua hollow micro glitters and blue to green to gold shifting iridescent flake. So this one, I was a little worried that as I was editing my swatches for it, I felt like my swatches really photographed a little bit lighter than what I see in person. So on this one especially, definitely take the actual swatching part of the video here for color representation in bright lights, in my opinion. So this has what appears to be a slightly lighter formula in terms of opacity than the others, but I think that is a little bit of a tricky minx, because you'll see here at the second coat, it's just so vibrant and so pretty. I think between this one and Ambrosia, probably my top picks for this set. On build up here, you can see you'll get that lovely type of, definitely aquamarine type of shift to it. Those flakes easily go between blue and green. Very, very lovely. And that base color is just so stinking pretty. I'm really digging it. I think it's another really flattering color, especially if you've got warm tones like myself. It's very, very vibrant against you and just really awesome. So once again, on the final hand shot here, topped off with Fancy a Quickie. So I'm going to link you guys below to Quixotic Polish's Facebook fan group. You're going to want to be in there for this release. She's going to have exclusive discounts for those that are in the group, including 15% off the first 24 hours of the initial launch of this collection, and a free mystery polish for the first 50 orders over $50. And I have to say that her mystery polishes are pretty fantastic. So I highly recommend getting in there and joining that Facebook fan group so you can get the discount codes for them. You can grab the entire set for $52, or as I previously mentioned, $11 each. I'll also link you guys below to Quixotic's website if you want to check that out ahead of time. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.